From deep inside the belly of Tim Hortons Field, underneath the stands, the Forge Audio Network presents The Captain's Log with Kyle Becker and Mitch Houlihan, presented by Bench Brewing.
Episode 11, Championship Week. Last pod before the finals.
Before the big dance.
Before the big dance. Captain's Log presented by Bench Beer. Hops. Spicy.
3 in the front.
3 in the front.
Are we not doing 3? We haven't done 3 in the front for the last 2 eps. Bench isn't, they cut us off. Or did they? Who knows? Are we working on something? I don't know. Do you?
Do horses wear socks?
Yeah, yeah. We need to, I think we need to really come out with the full pitch for the 3 in the front. 3 in the front beers.
Yeah.
And then what did we call, what was the other one? The non-alky? What do we call it?
The driver.
The driver. That is genius.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thanks.
But yeah, big week here. Donut box is going to be just jam-packed.
Yeah.
This Saturday, 6 p.m., 28th October. Nailed it.
Yeah.
What?
It's exciting.
Are you going to show up?
Of course.
Maybe do a little wingporium. I feel like our fellas over at the Barton Street are gonna have something ready to go.
I mean, anyone who hears about that, how can you not do it?
Honestly,
like just the march over. Come on.
Did you
get a
see
taste of the real? RJ's bringing the heat.
Yeah.
Get a taste of the Forge experience.
Did you see the numbers? The people who showed up and did the old watch party at Wingporium against Calgary. You see any of those videos? Rammed, packed.
Yeah,
it was great. Boys having a time. RJ up front singing. Just gonna lose a couple blood vessels in the head, giving it his all. Legend.
Yeah. This is gonna be huge.
It's a big one, man.
Home turf.
Yeah. Who? Someone pointed out. No one's ever won a final on home turf in the CPL to date.
Yeah, it's crazy. What did you think of the playoff structure?
Honestly, at first I was a little skeptical, but I feel like it's made for some good storylines, so I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, I mean, I go back and forth. Actually, I was at the game where last weekend we were watching a couple weekends ago against Calgary when I was with Lee.
Yeah.
We were having some classic
back and forth.
What's best for the league debates?
What's the stance?
Well, yeah, if you think
Hates
it's
it?
stupid, yeah,
Natural.
of course,
Yeah. Old school.
But I don't know. I like them trying out.
Does he fully understand how it works yet?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
I like the everyone getting a home game.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. I feel like that's every playoff like structure. And when you're trying to do a thing, like obviously brought up the old first season when there was the 2 seasons in one.
Yeah.
I thought it was a novel idea.
Which one? This one or the first one?
No, the first season.
Yeah, I think it's been something that's been done before, like the spring and the fall season, and then and it's. I think now that we have like some consistency in what it's going to look like going forward is the most important thing. Like in terms of like the regular season winner, then the playoff winner.
Yeah.
I think that's good. Make sure everyone's locked in for the whole season, but then you're obviously still fighting for a playoff spot. And we saw it coming down to the wire here. Like Ottawa knocked out in the last game of the season. York getting that result. They missed out. Obviously unfortunate for them, but in terms of like a league and the whole scope from a global scale is massive. It's like everyone was in on it. We were talking about it was like a 7-point swing at any point. Like there was a moment if we didn't get our shit together, I think we could have been missed out, and that would have been a massive story. So,
can't ask for much more in terms of a competitive table.
Yeah, big table. I think for like the neutral fan in the country, I think it's huge. I think it was a massive success this year. So shout out to CPL.
Pay that fine yet?
I wrote a check. It'll get there.
Big guest on the show today.
Big guest.
Noah Jensen.
Number 22.
How about that chat last week?
Yeah. Absolute legend.
The league.
What a guy.
Can't wait to have him back.
He's a character. I feel like he was a little nervous on his first step. Not a big interview guy, but he's comedy gold, man. Get him out of his shell a little bit. I think he's gonna be a recurring guest.
Yeah.
Forgers will love him when they know him.
Yeah, for sure.
Perfect segue. Noah Jensen on the pod. Player 22. What's up, buddy? Long time no see. How are we?
Good. I just had the most awkward interaction with the girl folding clothes in there, though.
What happened?
Well, I just was expecting you guys to be sitting right in the green. So I walked in, I was like, oh, I'm not supposed to be here.
Yeah, someone doing some Grey Cup stuff in there. Yeah, they just put us under the stairs, guy. They don't.
I know. I've seen this podcast on YouTube, and I was wondering where the setup was at.
This magical setup. You thought, how could these guys get something so greedy with like, what is the budget?
Yeah, I was like, I've journeyed
1,000
under the bleachers before, and never over here.
Yeah, you never want to hang out under the bleachers.
Never.
Yeah, this side's pretty good though. They got all like the sneaky little community stuff. That you can borrow.
Yeah.
There you go. If you ever need a couple footballs for a couple tailgates, I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, I think I've already taken some.
This guy.
All right, tell us about the Flint City Bucks.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Right into it, guy.
So, a funny story about the Flint City Bucks is our locker room. So, obviously, there's like locker room area, showers, water fountain. Showers, completely covered in plastic. Water fountain, completely covered in plastic with duct tape all around it. If you were to go into it, which we did, to press the water fountain, the water that comes out of it, orange.
Gatorade.
Like, absolutely disgusting.
Ever seen Mr. Deeds in the Hawaiian Punch water fountain? Hold my beer.
Yeah, and another funny story. We played one game at night. It was delayed because of rain, and it was middle of July, and a lot of weird noises going on during the game that we thought were fireworks. Turns out the next day, the Flint police come up to us at training and start talking to us how there was a massive shooting outside the stadium, right out the back, and yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's a funny story.
That's
Remember that time we almost
Flint,
died?
Yeah.
Classic Flint.
Yeah,
Unreal.
it was good though.
So you were playing there like a summer during school or what?
Yeah, that was USL League 2. I played there in 2021, I think, yeah. We made it to the national quarterfinals, lost to Des Moines in Iowa. Tough one. They get a good crowd out there. Actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Des Moines.
Yeah.
Des Moines, as the locals say.
Yeah.
That's
What a name though, Flint City Bucks.
honestly.
All right, let's get into it though. Let's get into the real question.
Oh, fired up. First, I feel like we gotta give them a little, give the people a little shout out to old Noah Jensen.
Yeah.
Obviously,
And we're back with Noah Jensen. Here's the intro.
guy. So coming into your second season here,
Yep.
51 appearance, debut at the Azteca in CONCACAF, professional debut, not bad. Then started and won a final in his rookie season, guy, and just been seemingly always popping up, playing in big games for the Forgers. Yeah, in your young career, man, how you feeling?
I mean, I feel great. I think sometimes, it's tough to always see the bigger picture, but to make my debut at the Azteca in a stadium where Diego Maradona scored, so much history there. That is just crazy. Like, when I watch it back, and I remember being in the game, getting subbed on, it just felt like you're in a concert. You just look around, you see bright lights, and there's 30,000 people just whistling at you.
Dude, that is wild, man.
Yeah.
I think that gets slept on a lot. Like, what a way to make your first appearance as a professional.
Yeah.
What a stadium to do it in. That place was sick. You remember when we were walking in, it's just like all of the plaques with all of the teams and all the major games that have played there. They just like have it all going down the thing. So you're literally like walking into a museum.
Yeah.
And then you like get onto the pitch and it's like you walk up from behind the goal and you're just like walking straight up into it. Chaos. Unbelievable.
So in the span of 2 months, I had gone from walking into my Oakland locker room that was fucking. What I say?
Oh, you can swear.
That was
You're
that
allowed
was
to
just
swear,
completely rusted. And next thing you know, I'm training at Players Paradise, and a month later, I'm at the Stadio Azteca.
Players Paradise. Yeah. What a couple months that is.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Yeah.
That's
then,
a little bit of a whirlwind right there.
Yeah.
So,
Coming from Oakland,
yeah, tell us about that, guy.
Sunshine State. Dude, gorgeous.
The best part. So I remember you came in one summer. Obviously, you're back from college and you were training with us. It was either like the first or second year, and you're like, "Yeah, I go to school in Oakland," and I just like walked away. I was like, "Yeah, cool." For I think the next 4 years, I thought this guy went to school in like California.
Yeah.
No contact. I didn't know there was an Oakland in Michigan.
Yeah, we didn't clarify that until
It
later
never
on.
got clear. Dude, and for always, I was like, yeah, man, Oakland's sick. They have this thing called like First Friday. There's like a block party outside. Yeah. It's awesome. You ever do it? And he was just like, nope.
Yeah, I was like, what are you talking about?
I was like, we would have this conversation. I brought it up multiple times, and I think we both kind of walked away. And I was like, what the? How's he not know? I went to school in Oakland. How do you not, like, am I an idiot? What's going on here?
Well, I know that when they sent me like a recruiting email, I was like, yeah, California sounds nice and warm. And then I went on the website, and at the time they had a janky website, and I was like, ish. But yeah, that was my only scholarship offer coming out of high school. So
Ended up working out
great.
It's crazy how that stuff works, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I think when you're like, I go back to that moment and like thinking of the schools that were recruiting me, and there was like the spectrum was outrageous.
Yeah,
there was who's the guy? It's like SUNY.
Yeah, like SUNY New York or
SUNYs.
Albany.
Yeah,
SUNY.
dude, they were gung ho, and I was like,
Plattsburgh?
yeah, Plattsburgh.
Plattsburgh.
The way they were talking to me, I was like, are these guys serious? Like, what is going on here? And then like no one else was really calling. I'm like, guys, I'm not going here.
Yeah.
Then Cincinnati was a big one. And I think I was telling you this story the other day. So before the game in Calgary, we were doing like the classic morning walk and stretch. And Eddie was going around being like, all right, boys, tell us something no one knows about you. And these guys, they were telling a couple stories. And this is just perfect because it reminded me again. But I was like, all right. Going back to the old college recruiting stuff, I was supposed to go to Cincinnati. And you'll remember this night. I don't think you were there, but you'll know about it. It was Josh's 19th birthday.
Montreal?
Yeah. And it was like a Friday night. And I think I was supposed to sign my letter of intent and like get it sent to them the next day. And I was like, yeah, calm. I was like, all right, guys, mom, dad going out. They're like, all right, don't be an idiot. Be back in a little bit. I was like, you got it. I was like, I'm not getting crazy tonight. A couple hours later, we're driving to Montreal.
Yeah.
Just destroyed in the backseat of a car, making a rip out to Montreal. Needless to say, did not get the letter signed in time. Didn't end up going to Cincinnati. Boston College came out of nowhere.
Worked out great.
Yeah, it worked out pretty good.
Yeah.
Could have been a Bearcat.
Yeah.
Smashing Skyline Chili. That's it.
That's Cincinnati thing?
Yeah.
How was Oakland? What was it like
It was
there?
good. Definitely a smaller school, like not a lot of athletic funding, I'll say that. But we had great grass fields. Not a lot of schools had that. I think another good thing that worked out for me in hindsight was like a smaller school gave me more of an opportunity to like play a bigger role right away.
Yeah.
And so like before that time, I had never like really played against, I don't want to say men because we were in college, but like guys who were significantly older than me.
Yeah.
So I felt that helped me mature in a way playing against them, but also like being on a team with guys who were a lot older than me. And living out on your own, always does a little bit for you to grow up. So yeah, overall I had a great 4 years. A lot of people that I know like went to university in the States and they always say like bad things about their school or like I wish I would have transferred, but I'm really glad that I did 4 years at Oakland and my last year we won the championship. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, good culminating effort of all my 4 years of sacrifice.
Couple 30 racks after that one, huh?
Too many.
That's
College.
I feel like college and university soccer is like literally just disappointments.
What do you mean?
Unless you
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
it's
I
gonna
remember-
end. It's gonna end in a loss.
Yeah.
Like, and then it's just you're like 19 and you like miss the PK and it's just devastating, like life ruining PTSD. You know,
I hear
that's
that.
what uni soccer is.
Yeah, like I was 18 my freshman year, and we lost. We didn't even make the conference playoffs. And I'm out here with a bunch of like 21-year-olds who are just bawling their eyes out, knowing they're never playing another game of soccer. And they're like,
That is the big one.
How am I supposed to react to it?
Yeah. You're with guys who are like, they're just, all right, this is literally my soccer career done. I'm going to get a job. I hate my life.
It's
You nailed it. I've never even thought about it like that.
And everyone, everyone thinks that their like senior day is gonna be like family comes out, roses, and then you win the championship. Nah, like you didn't make the playoffs. You're a loser. You're never gonna do anything. Last
Probably
time
not
you
even
ever
gonna come
played.
on the field. Your coach is some old English, just absolute scumbag. You walk out, get the whole thing. All right, buddy, get the hell back on the bench. You're done. You had your moment. Classic.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're we'll keep the streak alive
Yeah. Yeah, honestly. So
for championships. I mean,
yeah.
that was pretty unclear.
Championship 2021, Horizon League Championship, and then last
Yeah.
year CPL Championship.
And now we're going back to third in a row for you, second as a pro.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah,
Good little streak.
and even these last 2 years for you has like been like Oakland. I'm sure you played pretty much every game.
Yeah. It was I wouldn't say it was a big adjustment because like going into the professional level, like and especially because I've been here, I know the quality of the players, and I know the quality of players that I played with and against at Oakland, and yeah, there's probably a sizable gap there, but yeah, like there's always going to be an adjustment period where you're testing yourself, kind of seeing where you fit in, if you can really play at the next level, and if you can really succeed at the next level. So that was
What do you think is the biggest thing you've probably had to adjust, making that jump from being a guy in your college team to now playing at the professional level?
I think, being at the professional level, I've kind of seen that, if you want to be a top player, you can't really afford to just have a day off, have a game off, have a session off. And at school, you get away with that stuff just because of the situation you're in. You know, like basically at school, you got 11 guys, and those 11 guys are going to play. But in a professional environment, you got guys every single day who want to be in your position, who want to play in your position, and if you want to continue pushing yourself up the ladder, I feel like every day is a new challenge that you have to be up for.
Yeah, just keeping yourself, I think, sharp, motivated for that when you're in August.
Yeah.
Long season. You've had 3 college seasons already by that time.
Yeah.
Smashed who knows how many 30 racks. Seen off all the seniors, but no, I think those are the hardest things of just the grind of it, where if you're not getting the rewards, how do you just find yourself motivated? But I mean, it's credit to you. You've done it, and for 2 years, I think you have that. Not just coming here and pumping tires, but that's what we're doing here. That's what we do on the captain's log. We pump everyone's tires. So it's I think a huge credit to you. But
how have you felt about this season now, playing some more meaningful minutes? Started last game, you guys with the start beside each other. How many games you started together this year?
not that many.
Not a lot, eh?
It's only a handful.
Connected for that goal.
Yeah.
Just whip the pass.
It's an easy choice when you see Bex at the top of the box, man.
Make it a
Unreal.
little difficult. I'm gonna bounce this one at you.
Unreal.
Yeah, second year's been good. Obviously, at the beginning of the year, it was a little different because Bex was suspended, and he was dealing with a little injury. So
He was also just fined recently.
no way.
Yeah. Classic. We talk about it a lot
Yeah.
on this, apparently. Got grievances. Just airing the grievances.
That was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Everyone's moved on.
Yeah, but
Sorry, yeah.
yeah, I wouldn't say there wasn't pressure on me, but there was a question mark of who was going to step up and do their job. And I feel like at the beginning of the season, I can look back and say for first 3 games, I think it was, that Bex wasn't playing, I did what I was supposed to do.
100%. Well, you have 3 goals.
Yep.
3 goals in those 3 games. Better average than me. Jesus. Might have to have a word with coach over here.
Speaking of averages,
Oh.
couple math guys here.
You're not wrong.
I know you're still in school now too, right?
Yeah.
Doing your masters.
My MBA. Yeah.
This guy's just crushing it.
Unbelievable.
You know,
Yeah.
I just
getting
got
the
my
old
degree.
MBA. Yeah.
Same. Also a master's.
Both just academic weapons.
Hey, your word's not mine. I'll take it. I will take it. I was just telling Mitch, Liam loves to put a question on the board, and I'm pretty good at those.
Yeah.
Who would you say can like compete at that level with you in terms of who's actually like good at math, who's smart, who would you rate in the
Is that what
lockup?
you took in school?
I
Just
took
math?
my undergraduate was actuarial science, and so it was math and stats.
You know what that is.
Come on.
Yeah, math and
That's in
stats.
everyone.
Yeah, I
What-
took some craziest course, mathematical statistics. I took 2 semesters of that, and like all the people, it was a graduate level class. So I was in there with like 40-year-olds, engineers. That was a whirlwind, but it was good.
Is this something that just like kind of comes naturally to you, or you had to put a shift in for it?
So
just like it?
in high school, I hated math. My teacher
Same.
was a perv. Like he only liked the girls in my class.
Got to catch a predator
And
on
so-
the old captain's log,
Yeah.
giving the people what they
Like
want.
he just made me hate the subject. And then I went to university and I was in general business.
Yeah.
And my easiest class was calculus. And I was like, I think I can do something here.
Have you ever said that? Your easiest class is calculus. Jesus. Is it? Oh, man, that's wild.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hopefully that guy's locked up.
Yeah,
Not doing
he.
this stuff.
I don't.
We don't have to shout
There was
out
actually a
names.
huge scandal about it. If you want to hear about that later.
We might have to get to that. Is it not good for him?
No, he was doing some online messaging.
Oh my God. Old Silk Road math teacher in high school.
Nothing like a Curtis scandal.
Kurt.
No wonder why you
Jeez.
didn't like math.
Yeah.
This guy's just messaging you.
He's just sending you the boobies on the calculator all the time. Classic.
Classic math joke.
Oh man. All right. Do you have a couple
What?
couple follow-ups for this?
Yeah, I got one.
All right.
Since you're both math guys, what year, what grade was that teacher in?
He was my teacher in grade 11 and 12. So
Okay.
it would have been 16.
Well, Kyle never made it past grade 10 math, but I have a question for you guys to face off.
Okay.
Since he mastered grade 10 math by doing it 3 times.
Oh boy. This is gonna be tough.
A boat
I don't even understand how boats stay above water, let alone a math question.
Let's just focus here.
We'll skip past that one.
All right, a boat takes 1.6 hours longer to go 36 kilometers up a river than down a river. If the speed of the current is 4 kilometers per hour, what's the speed of the boat in still water?
0.
The thing is, guy, when you start reading a question like that, I can't even pay attention to the whole thing.
What were the numbers in that?
I feel like there was a 36.5 in there.
36.5.
Then honestly, you got to say it again.
All right, a boat takes one. It's not a trick question. You have to solve.
Bad
That's what I was going for with the 0.
A boat takes 1.6
See,
hours
smarter.
longer to go 36 kilometers up a river than down a river. If the speed of the current is 4 kilometers, what's the speed of the boat in still water?
14.
It's 14.
And that answers your question. Who's the best at getting the answers on the board? This guy.
Guy,
I
honestly,
feel like that only took so long because you couldn't remember what I told you.
you told me the answer before, and I genuinely almost said 41.
Like you literally
I had to
made me repeat it so that you could try to remember. what I told
100%. I forgot. I was gonna say 18, then 41, and then I got to 14.
you. All right,
At least we got there in the end.
we got
Good
there.
bit. Good bit.
I heard you on Mackenzie's pod. Just I don't know. She asked like favorite athletes or something. You just said like Novak because of his, because of how he is.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've told this story before or not, but Kat's dad's story of Novak
I actually might have showed it.
The videos.
Yeah.
But then his like retelling of it,
Yo, I don't
is
know if I
like-
said that.
which is, I mean, I think it's pretty fitting that you said Novak too. Like, you know, you seem like a pretty hardworking
Yeah.
mathlete.
Did we tell you did I tell you the rest of it? Like how he was freaking out?
No, what did you?
So, yeah, for context, my father-in-law, tennis guy, shout out Alex, legend. He was in Serbia when Novak was training for the French Open. And literally just like found out he was there, took a chance, went to this like club where he's been known to train at that has like a cafe, and then there's the couple courts. So he pulls up, he has like his hitting coach, one other like a strength coach, and there might have been one other guy. So there's 3 people with him, and like just walks in, man about business, like towel on his head, like right into it, and it was just like go time. Apparently it was like the most intense ever, and like they're essentially doing everything like mimicking a match, but like playing obviously like points that he wanted to work on. And so like they were changing sides, doing all this stuff. And on one changeover, he like just like snaps and brings everyone in.
Yeah.
And I guess his coach has like won a bunch of majors. I forget his name, but he's won a ton of success as a player. Huge coach. I think there's another famous guy part of his team, and then obviously strength guy has to be legit if he's working with him. But he like brings them all in and just like snaps. And he's
Really?
like, what are we doing? And apparently on one of the changeover, they're like laughing, joking around, like taking their sweet time, setting stuff up. And he was just like, like just got them all into it, go right back, and then like finish his little set, boom, towel on, right out, straight into like some recovery thing. Next day, off to France, and just smash the French Open. And apparently just like watching it was unbelievable.
Really?
Yeah, legend.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the part of the story that you left out that when Alex was saying it, like Novak, like as soon as he left, like all his coaches, like the 4 guys were like,
Yeah, like breath of fresh air,
it was
like thanks.
so intense that like it was,
I forgot that part.
yeah, which is like, I mean, that's how you're number 1 in the world. You got like a mindset like that, and it's just like,
Yeah, like I look at him sometimes and it's like he's just robotic. Like
It's crazy.
He's so mentally strong and able to stay in the same like state regardless of what's going on in any game.
For me
It's
though,
just
that's like
remarkable.
tennis in a nut. Like
Yeah.
that, I think is the most impressive thing ever. And I think obviously when you play against guys in like our profession in soccer at the highest level, I think they have a little bit too, where it's like a point's done, you miss it, you make it, whatever, it's just done.
Yeah.
It's just like on to the next one, and like
Yeah.
nothing dictates the next play.
Yeah,
I think it's one of the most impressive things ever. And you see it like. The biggest thing is like you go into a game, you're like, all right, I'm never gonna miss a pass. I'm never gonna do any of this stuff.
Yeah.
You're obviously gonna shank one out of bounds. Like,
Yeah.
but you see guys like a Modric, for example, who goes into the game who you think like dictates everything, and like Real Madrid last year, they'd go into Champions League and they were atrocious for the
Yeah.
first half, and they would just absorb all this pressure, and there wasn't a single player of panic.
Yeah.
Like they all just like sat there.
Yeah.
No one's snapping at each other. Balls are going out of bounds. Everyone's just like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
And then they come back winning massive games, huge second half. Like that stuff is so impressive, and like just seeing those guys do it. And I think it's pretty cool to like take those correlations from other sports
Yeah.
and like try and bring it into your own game.
Yeah,
It's always
for
pretty
sure.
neat.
like tennis when you're like, it's like match point.
Yeah.
It's like if I shank this, it's done.
Yeah.
And you're playing it like it's 0-0.
Yeah.
There's like there could be another 2 hours after this.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
Or similar to golf. I mean, we had
Nice
the
little
boys
round.
had a nice little golf outing.
yeah.
Yeah, you and Borges versus me and Mitch.
Yeah.
I feel like we sold ourselves short a little bit on that performance. Started slow.
You guys were a second half team.
Yeah,
For sure.
we were back 9.
Well, we probably should have set the rules before we.
I mean, it's a little bit like this podcast. Come on, we feel like we're gonna do something. Halfway through, we're like, we'll do it another way.
No, yeah,
So what did we start?
Definitely
We started playing. What did we?
Started playing best drive, and then you play your own ball after that.
Yeah. And then
And
after
then-
that, it was just best ball.
Yeah, after that it was
There
just
might have
straight
been one
scramble.
other. There might have
Yeah.
been one other. Oh, we were playing high and
Yeah,
low.
Yeah.
we were doing some stupid.
And then we were playing like who wins the hole instead of like the score you actually get on the
Yeah.
hole.
My bad.
Hand up, accountability. That's what we're doing.
But we lost.
Yeah, we've made it. I feel like we made it a little closer then. we thought it was going to be after a first. I mean, our tactic after the first 2 holes was we got to get Noah a little blackout so he can start missing a couple fairways. This guy was dialed in.
As soon as he was making bets with himself with a shotgun.
He's like, this is so boring.
He was like, if I hit this drive, I'm shotgunning.
Guaranteed.
Just with himself.
Middle of the fairway, shotgunning. Borges' putting was out of control.
Suck because he was so automatic, especially on the putts too.
Borges' putting was, I think,
because of the football.
Which was surprising, because he was using a football.
Yeah, I still when he pulled that out, my brain was broken. I thought it was like an oval. With the lines on it was doing something. It didn't look like an actual golf ball. And then he was playing with all those neon ones. The glow in the dark balls.
He's like, this one's my Captain America ball. It's like, it's going straight in the woods.
Yeah, he lost about a couple packs of those. Classic. But his Borges' putting was just locked in.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was trying to steal your putting technique with the old up top.
The old claw.
Giving it one of those guys. Yeah, that was shit. Lasted about 1 hole. Unreal.
What's the bar there called?
I don't know.
Patty whackers?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Definitely
Was
it?
Patty whackers or caddy whackers?
Caddy whackers.
Caddy
That
whack.
makes sense.
That would make sense. But I
Shadok.
don't think a lot of stuff at that course made a lot of sense. Shout out Shadok.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Great spot.
Just, oh man, that guy down from Florida, just ripping it by himself. It was just speed golf. Yeah, he was cutting through us a few times. That was pretty good.
All right, let's just talk finals this weekend.
What do you got for us?
I want to know what you guys.
How are you feeling?
Really good, actually.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's about time someone lifted a trophy at their home stadium. So
Yeah, we were saying that before you walked in. No one in the league's done it.
no one has.
Can it be us?
Someone's due.
Why not us?
Yep.
Yep.
Why not us? Yeah.
Yeah, I think
It'll be obviously looking back at the season, as we said, you've played a massive impact. What's a highlight leading into, obviously we haven't played the final yet, but a highlight looking back.
I think scoring 2 goals in the Canadian Championship was good. In hindsight, might have asked Whoops for the penalty to make it a hat trick, but
Can't believe you didn't do that.
especially because the person who finished like Golden Boot in the Canadian Championship finished on 3 goals. So could have been me.
Did you just not even think about it?
No, because that Whoops hadn't scored a goal yet, like in the first 2 games, and I was
This
like,
guy, natural leader over here. Unreal, selfless.
Whoops gets hot, then
Yeah, I mean Look at this guy, unreal. But I still think he probably should have taken that PK. But
yeah. Other highlight though, I'd say when we beat Pacific 2-0 away. It was a good game because at that point of the season, it was us and Pacific at the top of the table, so it meant a lot. But best highlight of the season is going to be on the 28th.
Boom, heard it here first.
Yep.
That's it. What do you want to see? You got your boots on? I don't know. This guy popped the old Copas on. Finals week, baby. Hey, you never know. Coachy could be walking around. Maybe you'll get a shot. Put me in, coach. Unreal.
Yeah, can't wait to see this place packed too.
Yeah.
Fans on both sides.
Have a little Sally.
Yeah, the atmosphere last year was great to play in. So
Yeah.
this year I'm sure it'll be even better.
Yeah, that was fantastic for the league. How many was it in Ottawa? Do you remember?
It's like over
Yeah, it was like
15,000.
16, I think.
I think that's obviously got to be a goal to match that or beat it here in Hamilton.
Yeah.
Be a big couple months potentially for
Yeah,
for the folks here at the Tim Hortons Field CPL Finals, Grey Cup action.
Yep.
Hopefully we can see our Tie Cats in that.
Carrie Underwood at first on.
Oh, Care Bear! What is that? The Friday before
Yeah, I
the
think
Grey
so.
Cup? Yeah, the part of the old celebration. The Green Day's in the mix.
No way.
Yeah,
Green Day?
Green Day's play. Are they playing halftime? Halftime.
Wow.
Trying to get on
That'd
stage
be
for that
Green
one.
Day.
I don't know.
That's a big get.
Is it?
Big get.
When was the last time they made some Dookie? Well,
First year, though, you can actually say it's probably a better halftime show than the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl's usher.
wow. And I feel like there's definitely a bunch of Green Day fans in the Hammer.
Oh yeah. Like, for sure.
If they don't
He's
play,
not a Green Day fan.
but are they going to play
Is
like
Billy
wait,
Joe? He's like even still alive.
he's working on like that death look, I think. But he's
he's
still
awesome.
going. Last time I saw him was This Is 40.
This
Great
Is
show.
40?
Isn't he in that?
Billy Joe Arm. Oh yeah, in that little performance.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All
right, relax.
Unreal. The way this is 40.
What are you even talking
Yeah. What are you talking about? Yeah. Who else isn't there like another thing going on the Saturday?
Brian Kelly.
Who's Brian Kelly?
He's in Florida Georgia line.
Well, there you go.
He's playing too.
Is he actually?
I actually just heard that.
All right. That's
Never heard of him before, but he's big. He's a big deal.
It's a rare get.
That's another big get.
That's a deep cut for the old CFL.
When is the Grey Cup?
No.
Couldn't tell you.
No, I know. Yeah, it's like early. So we're talking fucking championship.
Yep.
We're talking full team Selly at
Yep.
Carey Underwood
Oh.
the next week.
Yeah. That is nice. That'll be. I think Malik he'll probably sing a couple ditties
Riley will
with.
be there.
Riley will be out in full effect. Jesus, take the wheel.
Malik will be wearing that cut off T-shirt. That
Oh yeah, that's unreal, legend. That'll
All
be
right,
it.
Noah. Any last thoughts?
No, but thanks for having me on the podcast. It's my first podcast, so losing the podcast.
So the
card
bar,
today.
losing the podcast cherry, as they say.
Yeah.
All right, so
That's
the bar
been
set
great.
pretty high.
Yeah.
All
Thanks,
right, buddy.
guys.
Appreciate you, man. Later.
Bench Brewing.
This was The Captain's Log with Kyle Becker and Mitch Houlihan, presented by Bench Brewing. The guys will drop another episode sometime, whenever they get to it. In the meantime, we would love and appreciate for you to like, follow, subscribe, click on the little bell, do all the things in all the places you get entertained, and you'll find more of this type of content. And that also means we get to spend more time together on the Forge Audio Network.